Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field here in Wisconsin Rapids as we get you ready for Dairyland League Baseball here tonight in Wisconsin Rapids. This is Steve Maves here from beautiful Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School as we get you ready for a huge matchup between these two teams, Merrill and Wisconsin Rapids. It's really a skeleton lineup for both sides, more so Merrill because the managers came up and switched their whole lineup up and around and waiting for their guys to get back or get down here from Merrill as the Rangers will send up. Batting first and in right field, number 13, Brody Gerke. Batting second and at shortstop, number 22, Chase Bonnell. Batting third and in left field, number 23, Pearson Mayan. Batting fourth and at second base, number 35, Justin Mayan. Batting at fifth and behind the plate, number 15, Garrett Huber. Batting sixth and at first base, number 1, Brad Konitz. Batting seventh and on the mound, number 3, Alex Gerke. Batting eighth and at third base, number 9, Casey Hoffman. And batting ninth and in center field, number 27, Isaac Sutton. So again, Gerke, Bonnell, Mayan, Poggle, and Konitz, Gerke, Hoffman, and Sutton for the Merrill Rangers.
Batting eighth and playing third, number 9, Casey Hoffman.
Now we go through the home Rapids Redhawks starting lineup. Batting first and on the mound, number 18, Caleb Kromanocker. Batting second and second, number 6, Jacob Whitfleet. Batting third and in center field, number 19, Nathan Kromanocker. Batting fourth and at shortstop, number 5, Nate Jacket. Batting fifth and at third base, number 17, Tyler Byer. Batting sixth in the right field, number 14, Garrett Huber. Batting seventh and at first base, number 27, Hunter Boudreau. Batting eighth and behind the plate, number 15, John Barton. And batting ninth and in left field, number 13, Ethan Peters. Again, they are managed by Nathan Kromanocker. And the starting lineups finishing up here for both sides as the national anthem will conclude our pregame show here in just a little bit. And we will hear from our friends over at Wisconsin River Orthopedics and Dr. Todd Dillman as Ethan Peters in left field here tonight. As we will step aside for our national anthem, you're watching Dairyland League Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state. for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as we get you ready for this Dairyland League matchup, the Merrill Rangers and the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks here tonight. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet and provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years. They have the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. Caleb Kromanocker on the mound here tonight for the Redhawks, looking to pick up their second straight win over the Merrill Rangers. Of course, taking care of the Rangers on Sunday 17-4, and all thanks to a couple of big flies, one by Caden Sengbush, who is in Wausau tonight for the Wisconsin Rapids Legion Rangers, and Caleb Kromanocker as well. So we got games going on all over the place here tonight. Everest at Marshfield Legion, and then up at beautiful Athletic Park in Wausau, it'll be the Rapids Post 9 Rangers and the Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs. So it'll be underway here in just a moment from Wisconsin Rapids. And leading off is number 13, the right fielder, Brody Gerke. Gerke was slated to bat 7th. Stands and is the leadoff hitter here tonight. First pitch here from Wisconsin Rapids is at 7:15, and it is swung on and missed, and we're underway. Last time we saw the Redhawks lost to Waupaca. Just on the field behind us, and Lakeman, one of the top amateur teams in all the state. That was going to be hit over to second. Whiffley gobbles it up, and one up and one down. One away now for Chase Bonnell, the shortstop.
The shortstop, number 22, Chase Bonnell.
Bonnell slated to bat 4th, stands in at bat 2nd here in the first inning. First offering to Bonnell is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Some confirmation or confirmed breaking news. We'll have that for you in just a moment. That will really change the landscape of the NCAA. Now it's going to be popped up into the netting, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes. Ethan Peters, Nathan Kromanocker, Garrett Huber from left to right, Tyler Byer, Nate Jackin, Jacob Whiffley, and Hunter Boudreau from 3rd to 1st. And then John Barton catching Caleb Kromanocker here tonight. Caleb's ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And a spinner misses high for a ball, and it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. One away. Kromanocker comes set and lost in the dirt. When Pearson Pion comes up to bat, we'll let you know what that news is. The 2-2. And Bonnell has run it full. 2 schools with a lot of history that will be making history in 2024. The 3-2. First base side now to play. Thought it was crazy when Rutgers and Maryland joined the Big Ten, but two schools on the totally opposite side of the country coming in. The 3-2 and lost him. Wasn't that bad by Chase Bonnell. There's a runner at first with one out. So UCLA and the University of Southern California, members of the Pac-12 for over 100 years. Members of the Pac-12 for over 100 years will be joining the Big Ten in 2024. It was confirmed. They put in their applications, and the Big Ten said, sure, come on in. That was swung on and missed by Pearson Payan, and it's 0-1. So that'll mark up to 16 teams in the Big Ten in 2024. That one's lifted up and out of play, right left field side, and it's 0-2. So you have those West Coast teams coming to the Midwest and even on the East Coast. So some of those schools might, some of those fan bases might have to have an 8 a.m. kickoff for those 11 o'clock starts. Not just football, you got all those schools. So that is on the hands of the Big Ten, trying to figure out all that out with scheduling. They got 2 years to do it, 2.5 years. But that is a doozy that UCLA and USC joining the Big Ten in 2024. That comes after Texas and Oklahoma said that they're leaving the Big 12. So Texas and Oklahoma, I believe those are the two schools heading to the SEC. And so the Big 12 and the Pac-12 are losing teams left and right. And at some point they might have to converge to be able to have enough teams to be in a conference. That one gets away. A stolen base will be for Bonnell. That one skipped in there, and that's a ball, 2-2. And good on the Big Ten, though. And I read a comment today. They have the Big Ten Network now being able to go coast to coast, East Coast, Midwest, and now the West Coast. And that one's fouled off a Payan again. Going to have two super conferences when it's probably all said and done with the SEC and the Big Ten, as Pearson Payan trying to walk off the foul tip off of his leg. Runner at second and one out here in the top of the first inning. Couple of Rangers just showing up now. They had their uniforms on. They were ready to go when they showed up. The 2-2 back from Caleb Kromanocker to Pearson Payan. Lifted up and out of play. A long at bat here for Pearson as Justin Payan awaits on deck. Runner at second is Bonnell with one out. He walked and stole a base. He was off with the pitch before it got away from Barton as Payan fights another one off. The 2-2 coming back. Again, fouling it into the screen. Quite the battle between two top players, Caleb Kromanocker and Pearson Payan. The 2-2 coming home. And again into the screen. Two balls, two strikes, one away. Here in the top of the first inning. The battle continues between Caleb Kromanocker and Pearson Payan, with Justin Payan awaiting on deck. Takes a deep breath, the 2-2. And right down the third base line, that is a fair ball. And holding up, they're going to send him home. And miscommunication, no communication between Wisconsin Rapids and an RBI base hit for Pearson Payan. And the battle at the plate won by the Rangers left fielder. And Merrill is on the board here in the first inning. And now Justin Payan, the second baseman. Pearson leads from first with one out. High and tight. Rapids back in action on Saturday. Doubleheader against Sparta. I have both of those games, 2 7-inning games. There's a swing and a miss. And then, of course, as crazy as the news of the Big Ten and the new joiners, again, coming in 2024, the same day the NBA free agency started. Kyrie Irving's staying in Brooklyn, and Kevin Durant wants out. That one's high, 3-1. Bucks signed, I believe, 5, including Bobby Portis, Wesley Matthews, a couple of others. The 3-1. There's a strike right at the letters as Justin was headed down to first. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. Caleb Kromanocker already up to 29 pitches here in the inning with 1 out. And lost him again. So a couple of walks in the inning for Caleb. And there's 2 on and 1 out for Garrett Poggle, the catcher.
That brings up the Merrill catcher, number 15, Garrett Poggle.
Poggle, and then Konitz, the first baseman. Again, Merrill's first conference loss or league loss came on Sunday to Wisconsin Rapids. That was going to be chopped over to third, picked up by Byer, and he said it was foul. I don't know who. It looked like he caught it on the bounce in fair territory. That was a tough break for Wisconsin Rapids. See if we can take a quick look at that again. You're on playback. Have that in a second. The 0-1. High and tight. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away. 1-0 Merrill. 1 at the knees, and it runs a ball and 2 strikes. That was lifted up and into the net. Poggle stays alive. See if we can get you an update from PNC Park as well. There was a delay in that one for a injured player. That one's going to be driven to right center field. Nathan Kromanocker makes the catch for out number 2. Two away now for Brad Konitz, the first baseman.
Number 1, Brad Konitz.
Konitz, the first baseman tonight. But the update from PNC Park, Brewers are trailing 3-2. Adrian Hauser had to be relieved from the game after walking Daniel Vogelback and couldn't really get his right arm figured out. It looked like he may have, don't want to make any assessments or judgments, but So one of those that looks like he blew out his elbow or something. That did not look good. See if we can maybe between innings find an update on Adrian Hauser. The 1-1 fouled right back into the screen as 1-2. The 1-2 coming back. Popped up. Out of play again. Merrill hitters patient and good at fighting off a lot of pitches. Now it's going to be blooped right field side. Boudreau long run and can't get to it. And staying alive again as Konitz says Caleb Kromanocker will throw his 40th pitch of the inning. A ball and 2 strikes coming back. And a spinner, and Kromanocker finally gets out of the inning with his first strikeout. Merrill gets a run on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left on. We have played a half an inning. It is Merrill 1, Wisconsin Rapids coming up. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Bottom of the first inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be Kromanocker, Whitfleet, Kromanocker, Jackin, Beyer, Huber, Boudreau, Barton, and Peters. Here in the bottom of the first, as word from Pittsburgh, Adrian Hauser left the game with right elbow tightness. And so Adrian was relieved by Brent Suter. And hope all is well with Adrian Hauser as they play in the top of the 5th at PNC Park. And it's 5-3 Pittsburgh Pirates with the lead. We play here in the bottom of the first, and it is 1-0. Merrill has given Alex Gerke a whole lot of time to warm up. Played, minute and 15 seconds worth of commercials and had another 45 seconds to a minute to rant. And so, but we are underway. We're about to get underway with Caleb Kromanocker, the pitcher. Kromanocker, Whitfleet Kromanocker going up against Alex Gerke. The first offering from Gerke to Kromanocker is outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. And the top 2 teams in the Dairyland South, I would assume that's the name of the division. Whittlesey was in 3rd. Rapids swept Whittlesey and looking to sweep the Rangers as well, which would be huge for the remainder of the season. The 1-1. That's going to be lifted out of play for third base side. It's 1-2. Again, Redhawks back in action on Saturday. Doubleheader against Sparta. We'll have that game live for you. 1 p.m. first pitch. 2 7-inning games. The 1-2. Spinner lifted left center field. Long run for Sutton. And it will get down. And Kromanocker will trot into second base with a leadoff double. And a good start offensively for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, miscommunication. Pearson Payan, Isaac Sutton were going for it. And Rapids with a runner at second and nobody out with fantastic speed over there. And coming in is Konitz over at first base to play a bunt. Huge hole on the right side of the infield. The first one to Whitfley is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Sparta on Saturday, and then they have a week off before they play Tomahawk on Saturday. No balls and a strike. Gerke comes set. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Sparta Saturday, Tomahawk the 9th. And a couple more home games before the long road stand to end the season. Good stop behind the plate by Poggle. Final home game of the year, hosting the Scandinavia Vikings on the 27th, I believe it is. The 1-2 coming back here to Whitfley. That one's low and away. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Caleb Kromanocker threw 40 pitches in the first inning. Gerke already on his 9th with no outs. That one's going to be knuckled foul to Kyle Olson in the third base coach's box. And it remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nathan Kromanocker waiting on deck for the Redhawks. Gerke comes set, stands as far to the first base side on the rubber as he can. There goes the runner. Throw down to third is not in time. Gets underneath. And a stolen base for Caleb Kromanocker. Runner at third, and the count runs full to Jacob Whitfley. Kromanocker then Jackin here in the bottom of the first. Again, we'll keep our eye on the other Zaleski Sports games tonight throughout the broadcast. The 3-2 coming back. That was going to be lifted. First base side, foul territory, long run, and into no man's land it fell, and another opportunity for Jacob Whitfley. Again, that's that. There's a handful of those places on the field. Call them the no man's land or Bermuda Triangle or whatever you may wish to call it. Three-two back to Jake. That one's in the dirt, and a fantastic at-bat by the number 2 hitter, Jacob Whitfley. Runners at the corners for Nathan Kromanocker.
Number 19, Nathan Kromanocker.
Would not expect Jacob Whitfley to last long over at first base. Pretty good lead over there at first already for Jake. Gerke comes set with runners at the corners and nobody out. Fires home, left field, coming in on it. It's going to fall in front of Payan. And an RBI base hit for Nathan Kromanocker. And just like that, the Redhawks respond with a run of their own. And we're tied up here in the first inning for Nate Jackin with 2 on and nobody out.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 5, Nate Jackin.
Comes set on the first offering to Nate. Huge gap in right center field. And Jackin takes a big cut and misses in its own one. Two on and nobody out. Throw down to third is in plenty of time. He missed. No, he got him. And Whiffley is going to be thrown out at third base on the caught stealing. To Whiffley out at third. Kromanocker takes second. One away for Nate Jackin. The 1-1 coming home. Another swing and a miss, sends 1-2. Tyler Byer awaits on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. The 1-2 coming back. Missed high for a ball. Evens it up at 2-2. One away in the bottom of the first. Three straight, or a couple of base hits and a walk. And the 2-2. A spinner fouled straight back. Pearson Payan, Isaac Sutton, Brody Gerke from left to right, Casey Hoffman, Chase Bonnell, Justin Payan, and Brad Konitz from third to first. Garrett Poggle catching Alex Gerke here tonight for the Merrill Rangers. The 2-2. Gallen's going to be driven deep to left field. Back on it, still racing back, and it's going to one-hop the wall. It's going to go over the wall. And a RBI ground rule double for Nate Jackin. What a shot that was for Nate. And it's 2-1 Wisconsin Rapids. That was a blast by Nate Jackin.
Number 17, Tyler Byer.
Now Tyler Byer, third baseman, looks at a strike and it's 0-1. Runner at second and one out here. Byer looks at a strike again and it's 0-2. Garrett Huber awaits on deck. One on, one out. 2-1 Wisconsin Rapids. Gerke looks into Poggle. Gets one that he likes. Wheels and deals on the 0-2. Now it's going to be hit right back up the middle and right out the outstretched arms of Bonnell. Jackin will round third. He'll come in to score. And an RBI single for Tyler Byer. And the bats stay hot for Wisconsin Rapids. And it's 3-1. Byer stands at first with one out. Time is called. Poggle will go out and have a conversation with Alex Gerke. Garrett Huber now, see if the Rangers bats can stay hot. Excuse me, the Redhawks bats. As Huber takes a healthy cut and misses. 0-1. Byer from first. Boudreau, Barton, Peters still looking for their opportunity here in the bottom of the first inning. Gerke fires, and Huber misses, and it's 0-2. And Rangers play up at Athletic Park in Merrill, a very old historic park up in beautiful Merrill. The 0-2 back to Huber. Now it's going to be hit right up the middle off of Gerke's ankle. He steps and not in time, as it looked like Konitz's foot came off the base anyway. And another base hit for Wisconsin Rapids.
If you bring it to the beer stand.
And now Hunter Boudreau with 2 on and 1 out. Getting right off of Gerke's ankle.
Hunter Boudreau.
2 on and 1 out for Rapids. John Barton awaits on deck. First offering to Boudreau. This is high for a ball, and it's 1-0. And after a 40-pitch first inning for Caleb Kromanocker, can't ask for much more from his offense. Looking for more. Boudreau wanted it, held off, and called a strike anyway, and it's 1-1. Byer from second, Huber from first. The 1-1 to Hunter Boudreau. Has swung at one in the left-handed batter's box, and it's 1-2. Had his mind made up as soon as the pitch was thrown. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Redhawks first baseman. The 1-2 coming home. And got him looking. Backwards K for out number 2. First strikeout of the night for Alex Gerke. Now John Barton, the catcher. To winning start off with a double. Whiffley walked. Nathan Kromanocker, RBI single. Nate Jackin, an RBI double. Tyler Byer, an RBI single. And Huber with an infield single. First offering to John Barton, misses high and away for a ball, and it's 1-0. And a huge gap out in right center field for these Redhawks hitters. John looks at one good for a strike, and it's 1-1. I do not believe any other games right now on Zaleski Sports are live. Everest and Marshfield Legion about to get underway. They're taking their ins and outs. And Barton falls behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Ethan Peters awaits on deck for the Redhawks. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight on Zaleski Sports. We got Rapids Rangers Legion tomorrow. The 1-2, and it's fouled into the net. They too will take on Merrill. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Defeated Merrill last night 11-2. And will look to continue their winning ways, and hopefully big game tonight up in Wausau. Wausau lost last night at Stevens Point. The 1-2. And missed on the outside corner. Just missed. And it runs even at 2-2. So if Rapids is able to knock off Wausau tonight, that'll put 4 teams in the conference at 2 losses with a week and a half left. Runners will have a head start. The final regular season game of the year is on July 18th. That is Wausau and Plover. That's a makeup day from Tuesday. And then regional start on the 19th. That one's going to be hit backhanded by the shortstop. Long throw, and it is off the mark. It is dropped. Byer will score. Throw to third, and Huber is safe. So Byer scores. Huber to third, and John Barton will reach on the E6. And now the 9th hitter of the inning, Ethan Peters. That would have been a heck of a play by Chase Bonnell. Just off the mark a little bit for Brad Konitz. Runners at the corners and 2 outs for Peters. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, nobody going anywhere. And it's 1-0. 4 runs across. Caleb Kromanocker waits on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. The 1-0 from Gerke. That one spikes in front of home plate. First pitch tonight was at 7:15. Already 30 minutes into this game. Both pitchers at 40 pitches. Gerke at 38 right now. He'll be at 39 on this next toss. So 2 pitchers combined 80 pitches in the first inning. The 2-0. Throw down to third. Not in time as Garrett Huber was down there dancing around. And this will be pitch number 80 of the first inning. Combined pitchers. Gerke ready to toss his 40th. And that's good to Peters for a strike. So 4 runs on 5 hits. Redhawks looking for more with a Peters base hit. Barton leads from first, Huber from third. And good for a strike. And the counter runs full. Barton will have a head start on the pitch. And Gerke comes set on the 3-2. That was going to be lifted to center. Long run for Sutton. And it's going to drop out of the outstretched arms of Bonnell. And 2 runs will score for Wisconsin Rapids. Two RBI. I'll give them a double. Huber will score. Barton will score.
Top of the order for the Redhawks.
And Rapids has batted around here.
Kromanocker.
And now Caleb Kromanocker, who started the inning off with a double. And that was in no man's land, and Isaac Sutton playing so far back in center field. And Bonnell probably calling him off at short. And disaster has turned into a nightmare here for Merrill in the first inning. And the 0-1. And that one's going to be driven deep to right field. Back on it. Just got underneath it. And it's going to be caught by Gerke. Just missed it by a half an inch. Man, oh man. Caleb almost put one over the fence here in Wisconsin Rapids. We have played 1 inning complete after Wisconsin Rapids scores 6 on 6 hits. An error and 1 left on. We have played 1/2 inning. We have played 1 inning. It's Wisconsin Rapids 6. And the Merrill Rangers 1. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Ink. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Ink to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Top of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids as Caleb Kromanacker's warm-up pitches are finishing up. Getting a long first inning on both sides. Rapids able to answer back with 6 runs of their own after giving up 1.
Leading off for Merrill in the top of the second inning is the pitcher, number 3, Alex Gerke.
Alex Gerke to lead things off here in the second inning. First offering from Caleb is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Again, see if we can get you that score update. They play in the top of the 6th, and it's 5-4. Getting over on it, and Boudreau calling everybody off and making a nice play. Hunter Boudreau making the catch, and there's one away. And now the third baseman, Casey Hoffman.
Third baseman, number 9, Casey Hoffman.
Nobody on, one away. First offering to Casey Hoffman, missed for a ball. Through the wickets of Barton, and it runs 2-0 to the Merrill third baseman. Again, Peters, Kromanocker, Huber, Byer, Jack, and Whitfley, Boudreau. Barton catching Kromanocker here tonight. And Caleb falls behind 3-0 with Isaac Sutton, the center fielder, on deck. Now it's going to be lifted out of play. Had the green light on the 3-0 and fouled it into maybe around the softball bullpen area. Just to the right of us here. 3-1. Swung on and missed. Counter runs full now to Hoffman. And our game in Wausau just got underway, or about to get underway. They are underway in the first inning, so that'll be a game to keep our eye on as Casey Hoffman draws the walk. It's a runner at first now with one out for Isaac Sutton, the center fielder. And he was supposed to be the leadoff hitter tonight, but showing up a tad late and dropped in down to the number 9 spot. First one to Sutton is good for a strike. I'll keep you updated on that game in Wausau. The 0-1 is good for a strike, and it's 0-2. Again, Rapids and Wausau played a doozy here the other night. On Monday, the 0-2 swung on and missed, and Kromanocker picks up his second strikeout. And there's 2 away here in the second. Wausau scored 2, and then Rapids came back and scored 3 of their own in the 4th, and then Wausau scored 4 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th to win 10-3. First offering is swung on and missed by Brody Gerke. One on and 2 outs here in the top of the second. Going to be hit to Whiffley at second. Backhands it, underhands it to Jack, and end the second inning. Nicely done by the by the Redhawks infield. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We have played an inning and a half. 6-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball on Selesky Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Bottom of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Jacob Whitfleet to lead things off. Nathan Kromanocker, then Nate Jackin. As the Redhawks lead 6-1 after an inning and a half. Let's see our good buddy Jake Mansell here tonight. Head into Fleet Farm during the 4th of July sale. Save on snacks, grilling supplies, camping gear, outdoor games, kayaks, and more. Plus, stop in the store on July 4th and get a free handheld flag. Fleet Farm, probably serving the Midwest since 1955. First offering to Jake, misses high for a ball, and we are underway here in the second inning. Military Appreciation Night at Jack Hackman Field tonight in Marshfield. Wow, what a play over there at third. And able to keep the foot was Konitz and Casey Hoffman. A nice play to record the first out of the inning. One away for Nathan Kromanocker. Scoreless at Athletic Park, and we are high-scoring affair early here. Nathan Kromanocker, RBI single in the first inning. Again, Nathan with the mismatched shoes. One away here in the second. Lifted up and out of play. Or into the screen, maybe out of play. 0-1. And head over to SeleskySports.com. Upcoming schedule. You got a handful of them again for you tomorrow. Again, including Rapids Legion taking on Merrill. There's a spinner and a beauty right underneath the hands of Kromanocker. Wanted to pull the trigger, but the pitch was just that much better. 0-2 coming back. That was going to be hit into right center field, and Nathan Kromanocker is 2 for 2 today. A couple of singles. Well, now Nate Jackin, who ripped one into left center field the last time. As it was down for a ground rule double. Or an automatic double, as they say now. Runner at first and one out for Nate Jackin. Kromanocker leads from first, a mediocre lead. First one to Jackin is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gerke comes set on the 0-1. Looks at his runners, fires home. That one's low and in the dirt. Tyler Byer waits on deck. Yeah, Nathan, not much of a lead over at first base. Maybe a step and a half. Increases it to 2. That one's going to be lifted to center field. Sutton back on it. And he's going to make the catch for out number 2. Again, much like Caleb's fly out to end the first, Nate just got underneath it. And now Tyler Byer, RBI single his first time up.
Third baseman, number 17, Tyler Byer.
Again, good speed on the base pass with Nathan standing at first base. And not much of a lead. First one to Tyler, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. (6-1) Wisconsin Rapids after that explosion in the first. The 1-0. That's going to be hit into left field in between short and third, and a 2-out base hit. And Tyler 2 for 2 today as well. And now Garrett Huber, who smacked one off of Gerke's leg his first time up. And playing in right field tonight is not his usual left field spot, with Caleb pitching and Nathan moving over to center. First offering to Huber. Good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mobile Inc. in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. Mobile Inc. here in Wisconsin Rapids. Misses outside as Gerke wanted that one. See his displeasure after it's called a ball in that outside corner. The 1-1 to Garrett Huber. Missed again. And possibility of a scattered shower tonight. Nothing too bad. So you play in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-1 in the dirt, and it's 3-1. Kromanocker from second, Byer from first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. 3-1. Popped up, third base side. Over on it is Poggle, and making the catch to end the second inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for Wisconsin Rapids. We have played 2 complete, 6-1 Redhawks. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Top of the third inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be Chase Bonnell, Pearson Payan, and Justin Payan here in the bottom of the, or excuse me, in the top of the third inning. Bonnell's first swing is flown out to center field. So 1 away for Pearson Payan, the left fielder. Pearson had the RBI single. That was that marathon of an at-bat in the last, in the first inning. Again, Pearson's at-bat was the marathon of an at-bat as he swings and misses at strike 1. And then hit one right down the third base line for the lone RBI so far for Merrill. The 0-1. Out in front. No balls and 2 strikes. As we play here in the top of the third inning. And on 3 pitches, Mayan strikes out. Third strikeout of the night for Caleb Kromanocker. And there's 2 away here in the third inning. So going after that long at bat in the first, Caleb makes quick, easy work of him. And now Justin Mayan, who walked in the first. First one from Kromanocker misses for a ball. Evens it up at a ball and a strike here in the top of the third with 2 outs. Garrett Poggle waits on deck for Merrill. 2 balls and 1 strike to Justin Mayan. Fouled into the mid, evens it up at 2-2. Deuces are wild here in the top of the third. Caleb works quickly. Lifts the foot and fires home. And Caleb Kromanocker picking up a couple of strikeouts here in the third. Up to 4 here in the ballgame. We have played 2.5. It is 6-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Bottom of the third inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Hunter Boudreau. Boudreau to lead things off. He struck out looking back in the first inning. First offering from Alex Gerke is going to be hit over to short. Gobbled up there by Bonnell. High throw and able to bring it down was Konitz. And there's 1 up and 1 down here in the third. For John Barton, he reached on an error in the third. Came around to score on the bloop by Peters.
That brings up the Redhawks catcher, number 15, John Barton.
Nobody on, one away. We play in the bottom of the third inning in Wisconsin Rapids. First offering from Gerke misses outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Ethan Peters awaits on deck for the Redhawks. And a spinner and a beauty from Gerke, and it swung on and missed. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Barton, the number one catcher for the Redhawks. Now it's going to be chopped over to third and bobbled. Opportunity, not in time. It's going to be an E5 on Casey Hoffman. So John Barton has got on twice tonight, both via an error on the left side of the infield. And now Ethan Peters, an RBI or 2 RBI double in the first.
Left fielder, number 13, Ethan Peters.
Again, Peters blooped it to center and fell in between Bonnell, Sutton, and Payan. Squares the bunt, gets it down. And the throw to first, not in time. Peters is going to be safe. Barton to third, and that one's going to be off the mark. It gets past. And Barton will come in to score, and I believe Casey Hoffman might have gotten spiked. Jammed a finger or something. Ethan Peters reaches first on the base hit. A run comes in to score, but I believe Casey Hoffman got slid into right on that right hand. So Peters scores, or excuse me, Barton scores. Peters to second. And Barton scored on the error as well. So a bunt single by Ethan Peters. John Barton scores on the error. And now back to the top of the order in Caleb Kromanocker. He squared the bunt, pulled it back, missed high. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the summer months ahead. Give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble. We'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. So Peters stands at second with one out. Caleb Kromanocker at the plate. In for a strike, a low one, but it's called in, and it's 1-2. Jacob Whiffley awaits on deck for the Redhawks. Gerke comes set. There goes Peters. Now it's going to be hit into the screen, and it remains a ball and 2 strikes. Poggle has already thrown out one base runner. That was Whiffley in the first. The 1-2 coming back to Caleb Kromanocker. Peters dancing out at second base. And now it's going to be lifted up and out of play. A lot of foul balls here tonight. Foul balls out of play, especially in that first inning. Gerke up to his 70th pitch coming up. Kromanocker today 1 for 2, a double and a flyout. Now it's going to be grounded over to second and an error. And Peters is going to try and score, and he will do so. So Peters with a nonstop motor will come in to score. Caleb reaches on an E4. And the the Redhawks put another one on the board. So a couple of unearned runs here in this half an innings for Merrill. And now back to Jacob Whiffley with Caleb Kromanocker. Great speed, stands at first base. Long look. and misses for a ball. Jake tonight a walk and a ground out. One ball and no strikes. Now it's going to be lifted, popped up, and Payan makes the catch at second base. Two away now for Nathan Kromanocker. Couple of base hits tonight for Nathan.
Center fielder, number 19, Nathan Kromanocker.
Nathan, a couple of base hits, an RBI in the first. First one to Nathan misses low for a ball. Score from Wausau. Wausau Bulldogs up 3-1 on Wisconsin Rapids Rangers. Just score from Marshfield here in just a second as well. The 1-0. That's going to be chopped and into center field. Kromanocker will go from first to third on the base hit. And Nathan is 3 for 3 tonight. Runners at the corners and 2 outs for Nate Jacket. Score from Marshfield, 1-0 Blue Devils over Everest. That was a game last week that Marshfield had to come all the way back. They were down 10-1 in the fourth inning. Came back and won that game 13-10. Now Nate Jacken with 2 on and 2 outs. Gerke is 75th pitch of the night. Jacken fouls that one out of play. An RBI double in the first and a flyout in the second for Nate. I have full highlights of this game later on tonight. Zaleski Sports on Facebook. And then tomorrow as well. Now it's going to be hit into center right at Isaac Sutton. He did not have to move. He did not have to take one step, and that will end our third inning. 2 runs.
They pick up 2 more runs on 2 hits. There was 1 there and they left 2. Your new score after 3 complete reads, the Rapids Redhawks 8.
Get you the stat line here in just a moment when we get back. 8-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball. Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Top of the fourth inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be Garrett Poggle to lead things off for Merrill. First offering from Caleb Kromanocker is swung on and fouled back. 8-1 Wisconsin Rapids. Offering to Pago, misses low for a ball. Again, these two teams met up on Sunday. It was 17-4. All capped off by a 7-run 8th inning for Wisconsin Rapids. Grounded over to Jackin. Steps and throws. And Boudreau just kept his foot on first base for just long enough. One away here for Brad Konitz, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 1, Brad Konitz.
One away here in the top of the 4th. First one to Konitz, misses for a ball. That's going to be chopped. High chopper over to third. Byer, the strong throw, scooped by Boudreau for out number 2. Nicely done by Hunter over at first base. And there's 2 away for Alex Gerke. 18 beautiful holes of golf await you at the Ridges Golf Course here in Wisconsin Rapids. Enjoy their new outdoor patio and updated banquet hall to go along with well-manicured greens, hazards, and challenging holes. That is the Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids. Long throw and another beautiful job by Tyler Byer and Hunter Boudreau. 1-2-3 inning here in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 8-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number 1. Number 2 is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Go to the bottom of the 4th inning here in Wisconsin Rapids as the Redhawks will send up Tyler Byer, Garrett Huber, Hunter Boudreau. Here in the 4th, going to give you that inning stat line in just a moment from the bottom of the 3rd. It was crazy. It was a lot of crooked-ish numbers as Alex Gerke blows out in frustration that was called a ball. Just missed on the outside corner, 1-0. Just misses again, 2-0. Merrill scored 1 in the first, nothing since. Rapids scored 6 in the first, answered with 2 more in the 3rd. We play here in the bottom of the 4th, 8-1 Redhawks. Gerke fires home. That's going to be hit into left field. Our base hit. Tyler Byer 3 for 3 today as well. So Redhawks we play in the bottom of the 4th, 11 hits. For the Redhawks in the 3rd, scored twice on 2 hits. There were 3 errors and 2 runners left on. Now Garrett Huber A single in the first and a pop out to end the second inning. Pop out to the catcher, Poggle. Now it's going to be hit, backhanded, played there, thrown to second in time. A nice play by Chase Bonnell to retire Tyler Byer at second base. Garrett reaches on fielder's choice. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Now Hunter Boudreau with one on and one out. Now it's going to be hit up the middle and a base hit for Boudreau. And he struggled his first at-bat. He fell behind early and then really couldn't find himself in that at-bat. And then he swung after the first pitch the last two times. Grounded out to Bonnell in the third and a base hit right back up the middle here in the fourth. And now John Barton, who has reached twice via the error and scored on an error. Runners at first and second with one out. Huber a huge lead at second base. And steps off. Does Gerke. Justin Payan was standing right on top of second base, wanting Alex Gerke to spin and throw. First offering to John Barton. Misses high for a ball. Gerke up to 82 pitches. A 44 pitch first inning. The 1-0. That was low and in the dirt. Ethan Peters awaits on deck. Again, I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Zaleski Sports, your home for Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks baseball. The 2-0. 3-0. Again, back with the Rapids Legion team tomorrow. They host Merrill. 7 o'clock start, I believe. 7 or 7:30. We'll have that game live for you. And then doubleheader on Saturday for the Redhawks. If the game goes late enough tomorrow, and it may or may not, we'll have to obviously wait and see. 3-1 to Barton, and he walks. If the game goes late enough tomorrow, we might be able to show you some firework action beyond right field at the BMX park, at the BMX track. They're going to be shooting off fireworks tomorrow night at dusk. So it'll be pretty cool to see. It all depends on how long that game goes tomorrow. First offering to Ethan Peters, misses for a ball. Again, if it's a 7 o'clock start and it goes until 8:30, 8:45, then we'll probably be out of here before the show starts, but never know. The 1-0. Spinner from Gerke is good for a strike, and it's 1-1. 2 RBI double in the first, RBI or a single in the third on the bunt from Ethan. Corner infielders play in. The 1-1. And foul straight back off of Poggle and off of the home plate umpire, I believe, as well. Late swing by Ethan, and it runs a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Sutton playing him to pull just a little bit in center field. A huge gap out in left center field. Pearson Payan playing pretty shallow in left. Spinner missed high, and it runs even at 2-2. They're not expecting much power from Ethan Peters to the opposite field. If he puts one out there, watch him run. The 2-2. And he does just that. Not much power, but they're going to hold Boudreau at third, an RBI base hit for Ethan Peters. He's 3 for 3 today. with 3 RBIs. So he did go opposite field right off the end of the bat. The bases remain loaded for the top of the order in Caleb Kromanocker. Double in the first, fly on the second, and it reached on an error in the third. First one to Caleb, misses for a ball. D&L Recreation for all your camper needs in Wisconsin Rapids. Head over to D&L Recreation. 9-1 Rapids. We play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Inning started with a leadoff base hit for Tyler Byer. He was erased on the Garrett Huber fielder's choice. Hunter Boudreau singled, and then a walk to John Barton and a single for Ethan Peters. And Gerke is behind the count. 3 balls and no strikes. The leadoff hitter, Caleb Kromanocker. See if he gets the green light. 95th pitch. And he does. Chopper to first. Going to be picked there. Going to go to home for the out. And everybody will go up a station. Second out. Good play over there by Brad Konitz. Caleb reached down the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away for Jacob Whiffley. Jacob today, a walk, ground out, and a pop out. Again, a green light on the 3-0, and Caleb could not take advantage of it. Whiffley into right field. That one's going to get down in front of Brody Gerke. One will score. Again, station to station for the Redhawks. First base hit for Jacob Whiffley. And it's 10-1 Redhawks. And now Nathan Kromanocker. Nathan today 3 for 3. 3 singles and an RBI. Bases juice with 2 outs. Now it's going to be hit back up the middle, gobbled there, and that'll end our inning on the take by Chase Bonnell. But Rapids scores twice on 4 more hits. They leave 3, and there were no errors in the inning. Couple of runs. We have played 4 complete. It is 10-1 Redhawks. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Ink. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Ink to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Casey Hoffman swings and a diving catch by Nathan Kromanocker to lead things off here in the 5th inning. A doozy to start here in the 5th. And there's one away for the Rangers. And now Isaac Sutton, center fielder. He's just writing some stuff down, and then I saw that, and right back to Nathan. He can't see it. Back on it and making the catch. As soon as Sutton hit it, Nathan Kromanocker put his hands up, and he didn't know where the ball was. Tracks it down with his speed, and there's 2 away. And now back to the top of the order, and Brody Gerke, the right fielder. So a diving catch to start things, and then a running catch to record the second out. In for a strike. Gerke today, a ground out, and a ground out to end the first and second innings. That was going to be driven to right center field. Over on it is Huber, and a perfect 5th inning. It didn't last long. We have played 4.5. It's still 10-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching at Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Give you a couple defensive changes here as Alex Gerke's night on the mound is over. 97 pitches. He goes 4 innings, gives up 14 hits, 10 runs, 6 of them earned. Had 1 strikeout and 1 walk. 2 walks, 2 walks. And so new pitcher Chase Bonnell will face off with Nate Jack and Tyler Byer and Garrett Huber here in the 5th inning.
Leading off for the Redhawks in their half of the 5th inning is the shortstop.
Jackin today. 3 hard hit balls, one of them a ground rule double in the first, and a couple of flyouts to center field. The first offering from Bonnell skips in and hits her home plate umpire on the hand. Not a good first impression if you're Chase Bonnell. So Gerke went to third, then Hoffman went to short, and then Bonnell from short to the mound. 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. Give you score updates from around the Zaleski Sports Network here in just a little bit. After the bat from Nate Jacket. Now it's fouled. Straight back 2-1. Tyler Byer waits on deck. Now it's going to be chopped over to Hoffman. Opportunity at short on the run and got him by half a step. 1 up and 1 down for Tyler Byer here in the Redhawks' 5th inning.
Third baseman, number 17, Tyler Byer.
Give you those scores here in just a moment. Byer looks at a strike. Tyler also tonight 3 for 3. Score from Wausau. It is 4-3 Bulldogs over the Rangers. They're in the top of the 4th inning. As Byer's going to lift this one to left center field. Over on it and making the catch is Pearson Payan for out number 2. 2 away for Garrett Huber. So 4-3 Wausau over Wisconsin Rapids. They're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. In Marshfield, it's 4-0 Blue Devils over DC Everest. Now Garrett Huber tonight, single, pop out, and a fielder's choice. That one's way outside for a ball. Chase Bonnell comes set. High and tight, good for a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike to Garrett Huber. Hunter Boudreau waits on deck. We play in the bottom of the 5th, 10-1 Wisconsin Rapids. As Huber swings and misses. A ball and 2 strikes to Huber. One ball, 2 strikes. Bonnell gets one that he likes. And a swing and a miss, and that'll end our 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left who have played. 5 complete. It is 10-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball. Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Chase Bonnell to lead things off here in the 6th inning for Merrill. First one, or the 1-0 is going to be, or the 0-1 is going to be flown out to left field. There's one away. Again, highlights of this game later on tonight. Zaleski Sports Wisconsin Rapids. And then tomorrow on Zaleski Sports main page. One away for Pearson Mayan, and that was going to be driven to deep right field. Back on it, warning track, Huber, out number 2. Two away now for Justin Payan, the second baseman. A walk and a strikeout tonight.
Second baseman, number 35, Justin Payan.
Misses high for a ball. Caleb comes set. 2-0. Rapids will have 7, 8, 9 against Chase Bonnell in the bottom half of the 6th. And Kromanocker's behind, 3 balls and no strikes. Just above the letters, and it's 3-1. Garrett Poggle awaiting on deck for Merrill. And lost some 2-out walk. Number 4 hitter, Justin Payan. Now Poggle has to take off his catcher's gear and have an at-bat here in the 6th inning. Fly on the ground out for Garrett Poggle here tonight. And a lone run in the first on an RBI scorcher, base hit by Pearson Payan. Since then, Caleb Kromanocker has been fantastic. First one to Poggle is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. The first inning he threw 40 pitches, and since then he's only thrown 41. High and tight, evens it up at a ball and a strike. They faced 6 batters in the first inning. And can't find the strike zone here with 2 outs. 2 balls and a strike. And Caleb struggling here. 3-1 now. Foul straight back. Runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payan at first will have a head start on the pitch, and there he goes. Popped up high into the night sky. Over on his Boudreau foul territory, and Hunter's going to finish the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We have played 5.5. It is still 10-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball. Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Chase Bonnell back out for his second inning of work. Hunter Boudreau, John Barton, and Ethan Peters here in the Rapids 6th inning. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight as well, including Sudsy Car Wash. They are your express tunnel car wash plus a 24-hour touchless car wash. They offer an express interior clean and so much more. Keep your vehicle clean at Sudsy Car Wash on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Boudreau to lead things off. 1 for 3 tonight. A strikeout, a ground out, and a base hit in the 4th. First offering to Boudreau misses inside. And give you some updates here from around the Zaleski Sports Network. Everest to Marshfield, 7-0 Marshfield. Boudreau swings and misses, evens it up at a ball and a strike. Wausau and Rapids. It's 4-3 Wausau in the top of the 5th inning. Rapids has 2 runners on and 1 out. 1-1 to Boudreau is good for a strike, and it's 1-2. They're in a pitching change in Wausau. Chase Bonnell comes set here in Rapids. The 1-2. And over the head of Boudreau, and he evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bonnell wheels and deals. That was going to be smacked over to second. Bobbled and still able to make the play. And there's 1 away. One up and 1 down for John Barton, the catcher.
The catcher, number 15, John Barton.
One away for John. First offering. This is outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Ethan Peters awaits on deck for the Redhawks. Again, Rapids back in action on Saturday afternoon, doubleheader, 1 o'clock. First pitch against Sparta. The Sparta Miller coming to town. First pitch, 1 o'clock, 2 7-inning games. Barton looks at a strike, evens it up. Or excuse me, 2-1 now. My apologies. Yeah, 2 7-inning games. First pitch, 1 o'clock. The 2-1. Good for a strike, evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, gorgeous night here in Wisconsin Rapids. Rain went through earlier today. They were calling for it throughout the rest of the night, and it has held off nicely. The 2-2. Now it's going to be smacked into the screen, and it remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bonnell came into work last inning. In relief of Alex Gerke. Inside corner, got him looking a backwards K. And there's 2 away. Second strikeout.
Left fielder, number 13, Ethan Peters.
Now Ethan Peters with nobody on and 2 outs. Ethan today 3 for 3 as well. Looks at a ball low. 2 RBI double in the first, singled in the third, RBI single in the fourth. The 1-0 to Ethan. Inside corner and missed. Caleb Kromanocker waits on deck. Bonnell wheels and deals. Big swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 to Ethan. Two-one coming back. High and out. 3-1. As Bonnell wheels, looks, gets one he likes out of the stretch. Now he's going to be lifted out of play. Count runs full now to Ethan Peters. Again, Bonnell, a stretch pitcher, never out of the windup. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 10-1 Wisconsin Rapids. And got him looking. Backwards K. A couple of them here to end the 6th. We have played 6 complete. It is 10-1 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball. Selesky Sports.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Brad Konis to lead things off here in the 7th. First offering from Kromanocker misses for a ball. Brad today a strikeout and a ground out. Fouled into the mitt. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes. Now it's going to be smacked up the middle. Played there by Jack in the throw. Not in time. That one gets past. And it's going to be a base hit for Brad Konitz. Just the second base hit of the night for Merrill. And the first since the first inning. And now Alex Gerke, the pitcher. Now it's going to be hit up the middle. Coming in on it. It's going to fall in front of Nathan Kromanocker. Bobble. They may have had a play at second. But Gerke with a base hit. So back-to-back singles for the Redhawks. And now, or excuse me, for the Rangers. And now back to Casey Hoffman. Hoffman today, a walk and a flyout. First one to Hoffman is good for a strike. 2 on and nobody out. Caleb Kromanocker now up to 93 pitches. Or this will be his 93rd pitch. Now it's going to be smacked into the screen, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Isaac Sutton, and then back to the top of the order, and Brody Gerke. Konitz stands at second. Alex Gerke stands at first. That was going to be fouled back and off of Barton, right off his right arm. Making sure he's all right, and we'll be back to action here in just a moment. See if anything had played out in that Bulldogs-Rangers game, and it did not. They're in the top of the 6th inning. The 0-2 coming home. Going to be driven to right field and foul. And it remains 0-2 to Casey Hoffman. Score from PNC Park. I believe the Brewers had lost that game. Well, they're in the top of the 9th. 8-7 Pittsburgh. Brewers have scored 3 in the 9th. If they can get another one here. Tie it up. The 0-2 coming back. And a spinner and a miss. And there's a strikeout for Caleb Kromanocker, and there's one away. And now Isaac Sutton, strikeout and a flyout.
Center fielder, number 27, Isaac Sutton.
First offering to Sutton. Misses for a ball. Good for a strike. One ball and 1 strike to Sutton. It's low for a ball. And the next pitch for Caleb Kromanocker will be his 100th of the night. Again, pretty good after what happened in the first inning when he threw 40 of them. Now it's going to be lifted up and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Isaac Sutton, the center fielder. Rapids will have the top of their order due up in the bottom of the 7th. And got him looking a backwards K. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Caleb Kromanocker. It's number 5 and 6 on the night. And now Brody Gerke, ground out. A couple of ground outs and a fly out. Now it's going to be hit into right center field. Coming in on it, and it's going to fall. Jumping in, making the grab is Garrett Huber, and that is not going to be enough. That one's going to get past. Going to second will be Gerke. It's an RBI base hit for Brody Gerke. To second on the throwing error by Huber. Konitz scores. Alex Gerke to third. Now there's 2 on and 2 out. Now Chase Bonnell bounces in there. Good stop behind the plate by Barton. Kromanocker comes set. 2-0 to Bonnell. A walk and a couple of flyouts for Chase tonight. Now it's going to be smacked into center field. Nathan will settle under, and that'll end our 7th inning. Not before Merrill scores once on 3 hits. There was an error and 2 left on. We have played 6.5. Time to get up and stretch here in Wisconsin Rapids. It's 10-2 Redhawks. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be Kromanocker, Whiffley, Kromanocker, 1, 2, and 3. Due up for the Redhawks as they look to answer back with a couple of runs here and get us out of here. Caleb today, a double, fly out, reached on an error, and reached on a fielder's choice. Bonnell has come in and thrown well. 3 strikeouts and 6 players faced, or 6 batters faced. Has been perfect in his 2 innings so far. And that one is inside and gets past Poggle. Jacob Whipfley awaits on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. Sets and fires. Good for a strike. One ball and 1 strike to Caleb Kromanocker. That one is off the hands. Jammed him and somehow got something on it. Fouled it back. Behind the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 coming home. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. We play in the bottom of the 7th inning, 10-2 Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. Chase Bonnell, the new hurler since the 6th inning, 5th inning, popped up into the night sky. In on it, making the play will be Justin Payan, and there's 1 away here in the 7th. 1 up and 1 down for Jacob Whipfley. A walk, ground out, pop out, and an RBI single in the 4th.
Second baseman, number 6, Jake Whiffley.
Bonnell kicks and fires. That was going to be off the end of the bat, over to first. Bonnell chases over there, and he gets there in time for the 2nd out. So there's 2 away now for Nathan Kromanocker, just like that.
Center fielder, number 19, Nathan Kromanocker.
Kromanocker 3 for 4 tonight, 3 singles. Just outside for a ball. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the 7th. Low and in on Nathan. And that one's going to be smacked into center field, chasing back his son, and that one is gone. A solo home run for Nathan Kromanocker to deep center field. And the Redhawks get one here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A no doubt smackaroo for Nathan Kromanocker. It sounded beautiful off the bat. And Nathan adds one more here for Wisconsin Rapids. His 4th hit of the night. And it is 11-2 Wisconsin Rapids. And now Kyle Olson to hit for Nate Jackin. Offering to Kyle. Scoots past Poggle, and it's 1-0. As Tyler Byer will track it down. Again, just had that sound, and it was a beautiful sound. 1-0. Low and in the dirt, 2-0. Tyler Byer waits on deck. Bonnell shakes 2 off, comes set. On the 2-0. 2-1 now. Again, don't forget highlights of this game later on tonight. Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin Rapids. Then tomorrow on the main page. 2-2 now to Kyle Olson. See who might be throwing for Rapids in the top of the 8th. There's a swing and a miss. Have to secure the out at first, and they do, and that'll end our 7th inning. 1 run on the home run, and no errors, and nobody left. We have played 7 complete. It is 11-2 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Changes here for the Redhawks. We head into the 8th inning. Ethan Peters, the new pitcher. That means Caleb Kromanocker moved out to left. Jacob Whiffley moved to short. And Kyle Olson came into play at second base. As Ethan Peters will face off against Pearson Payan to lead things off here in the 8th inning for the Merrill Rangers. Ball game just over 2 hours old. First pitch tonight was at 7:15. We play at 9:20 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Payan, an RBI single in the first, strikeout and a flyout. First offering from Ethan Peters is going to be knuckled foul to the Rapids dugout area. And there's a swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Kicks and fires. Swung on and missed at the high fastball, and Peters with the strikeout here to start the 8th inning.
Second baseman, number 35, Justin Mayan.
Justin Payan now looks at a strike. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Quickly behind is Payan, 0-2. Peters works quickly and got him looking on the inside corner. Just like that, there's 2 away. Now Garrett Poggle with nobody on and 2 outs. Foul straight back into the screen. Nobody on, 2 away. Off the mitts of Barton. The 1-1 coming back. Pops it in for a strike. 1-2. Rapids in the 8th will have 5, 6, and 7. Peters gets one he likes, the 1-2. And that was going to be hit over to Boudreau. He's going to take it himself, and that'll end our 8th inning. Ethan Peters works a perfect 8th. We have played 7.5. It is 11-2 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Bottom of the 8th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight here on Zaleski Sports. This is Steve Maves from the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School, bringing you live Dairyland League Baseball. Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks 11 and the Merrill Rangers 2. Scoring went like this so far. Merrill scored once in the first on 40-pitch inning from Caleb Kromanocker on an RBI single from Pearson Payan. Then they didn't score again until the 7th. Redhawks answered back with 6 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and a home run in the 7th by Nathan Kromanocker in the 8th inning. Tyler Byer, 3 for 4 tonight. RBI single in the first. All 3 of his base hits were singles, or have been singles so far. Bonnell back out onto the mound. There's a swing and a miss. And it's 0-1 to Tyler Byer. Garrett Huber, then Hunter Boudreau here in the Redhawks 8th inning. The 0-1 coming back. Again, more Legion baseball for you tomorrow. It'll be Wisconsin Rapids and Merrill. That one bounced in there for a ball. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Bonnell comes home. And Legion tomorrow, and then right back with the Redhawks on Saturday. Doubleheader against Sparta. First pitch on Saturday at 1 o'clock. That one bounces in there and scoots away for a leadoff walk here in the 8th. And then the Redhawks are off until the 9th when they host Tomahawk. Jack Schrader will have that game for you. Now Garrett Huber. Single, pop out, fielder's choice, and a strikeout. First offering to Huber with Byer at first. Spinner hits the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Boudreau awaits on deck for the Redhawks. Nice job behind the plate by Garrett Poggle. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. To go through the rest of our schedule here this week on Zaleski Sports, head over to ZaleskiSports.com under weekly schedule. Got a bookmark on my computer and on the phone, the 1-1. Outside, missed. Coming up on Friday, we have Eau Claire at Marshfield Legion, Merrill at Rapids Legion, and then the start of the 2022 Firecracker Classic in Stevens Point. Now it's going to be driven to deep left center field, over on it, and tracking it down is Isaac Sutton for the first out. Again, just got underneath it. And there's one away. Saturday, we've got DePere at Marshfield Legion, Sparta and Rapids, obviously that Dairyland League game, and then a couple more at the Firecracker Classic, Middleton at Stevens Point, Oshkosh and Stevens Point. Sunday, we have Wausau at Stevens Point again in the Firecracker Classic. Boudreau fouls it at the plate, and it's 0-1. Do we have a final from Wausau? We do not. Not yet, anyway. They're in the top of the 7th, 2 on and 2 out. That one gets past. Byer will track down to second on the wild pitch. Tyler at second, 1 out. Boudreau at the plate. strikeout. A couple of ground outs and a single for Hunter tonight. And a spinner and a beauty. One ball and two strikes to Hunter Boudreau. Outside, and a good stop again by Poggle behind the plate. Two coming home. John Barton awaits on deck for the Redhawks. And that one gets past. Boudreau will head down. Now Johnny Barton with 2 on and 1 out. Barton today has reached twice via an error, a walk, and has struck out in his at-bats this afternoon.
The catcher, number 15, John Barton.
First offering to John Barton is good for a strike. Now it's going to be hit into right, and that will do it as Tyler Byer will round third. He'll come in to score, and John Barton wins it for Wisconsin Rapids here tonight. Right off a cue shot off the end of the bat into right field, and Wisconsin Rapids walks it off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A run on 1 hit, 2 left on. Rapids sweeps Merrill here in 2022. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. But Wisconsin Rapids wins it 12-2. Again, they sweep Merrill here in 2022 and have a 2-game lead in league play. Nationville Dairy postgame show coming up next here on Zaleski Sports. Again, final score, Wisconsin Rapids 12 and the Merrill Rangers 2.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Time now for Nate's Villere post-game show. Nate's Villere with fresh cheese curds made daily. NatesVillere.com. Get your fresh cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NatesVillere.com. Offense here tonight for the second straight time against Merrill. The Redhawks have put up 29 runs in their 2 games against Merrill. The final stat line goes 12 runs, 16 hits, no errors, and 10 runners left on base. For Merrill, 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, and 6 runners left on base. Nathan Kromanocker, our player of the game, 4 for 5 tonight, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, and the home run in the 7th inning. Caleb Kromanocker, I'll talk to Nathan here in just a little bit about how well Caleb was really able to settle down and will his team later on in the game here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks back in action on Saturday, doubleheader against Sparta. We'll have that game for you at first pitch at 1 o'clock doubleheader on Saturday afternoon. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Right back with you here tonight, tomorrow, 7 o'clock first pitch. Rapids, Merrill, Legion Baseball. And until then, have a great rest of your night. And from all of us here at Zaleski Sports, thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you again tomorrow right here on Zaleski Sports.